my name is Taylor. Welcome to my channel. I love to talk about books from a Christian perspective here, and if you are interested in that, I hope you will stick around and subscribe. Today I'm sharing my May TBR, and I was thinking about how I used to not be so into making TBRs. I would inevitably read something else, but recently, like the last several months, I've been doing pretty good sticking with my TBR. Sometimes I'll stray a little bit, but it really helps me focus on reading my shelves, which is part of my goals for the year, and I just love doing this. I am enjoying the books that I'm reading for April right now, but I'm really looking forward to picking more books, so I really am excited about my TBR videos now. So anyways, I do have 4 books to start off with that, well, actually 5, I need to make a priority. So the first one is a book 2. I'm currently reading book 1, and it is for a book club, Oshina's Francine Rivers book club. So the book for May is Echo in the Darkness, which is book 2 in the Mark of the Lion series. I am so close to being done with book 1. I may start it before May. These books are kind of chunky, so I probably need to get a little bit head start to be able to read more of these books. But anywho, that is on the list. I have 4 buddy reads, and that is not the norm for me. I actually did that by accident. I was going through my buddy reads and I was like, I should probably write these down because my memory is trash. And there, at least 2 of them, I thought, oh, they're going to be in June or July. No, they're in May. So this is the most buddy reads I've ever done. And I'm a little bit intimidated, but we're going to go on in faith and it'll be fine. I will have a fun time and I will be able to keep up with all these. So first one is No Stone Unturned by Janelle Hovde. I'm buddy reading this with Victoria over at Hot Cocoa and Books. Anybody I mentioned, by the way, will be linked in the description box along with all these books, any resources I think of throughout the video. So I don't really know what this is about. I just know that I want to read a Janelle Hovde book because she has supported some of us booktubers in the past, and she is very talented. She writes books and she illustrates things beautifully. She has illustrated a few books that I've seen that I'm interested in, and I'm just amazed at her talent, so I'm excited to read. I think this is her debut. I think. I could be wrong about that. But she has a book coming out, I think in July, that I really want to read. That one's also Regency, but I want to read her first work first. So I'm reading that with Victoria. She mentioned it on her channel. It's part of her spring list, and I was like, that's on my TBR. I'd love to read it with you. So that's going to be at the later part of the month. And then I am buddy reading another one with Whitney, and y'all know that Mother's Day is in May, and I really wanted to read something mothery, something about mothers. And Whitney is also a mom to a little person. She's a young mom, and I asked her if she wanted to buddy read, and she had mentioned this book, and I was interested in it. So it is Triggers by Amber Leah, and it's basically how to help manage your emotions as mom, how to keep your anger in check. And that is something that I have struggled with postpartum. I do get kind of more angry about specific things. I'm usually a pretty chill person, but it would be nice to have some guidance. I believe that is Christian nonfiction, so I think so. I could be wrong about that too. I did not do a good job at preparing to share these with you, but again, these will all be in the description box. But that's what I'm reading with Whitney, and I really do need a buddy to read nonfiction that is more factual based. Like, I can do memoirs all day, but factual based ones, they're a little bit of a struggle for me to get through. They take me forever in a day because I'm trying to retain like a sponge, you know? So I'm looking forward to that. And then I am doing a Bible study. This is the other motherhood themed one. Gospel Centered Motherhood. This is by the Daily Grace Co. It's just a short little motherhood Bible study. And I saw that Amanda had this one as well. So I asked her if she would buddy read, and she graciously agreed. So we'll be reading that the week leading up to Mother's Day. So really excited about that. I've owned that one for a few years now. It'd be really nice to actually read my Daily Grace co-studies because there's several that I own that look really pretty and I want to read, but just haven't gotten around to it yet. So that will be one off the list. And then the last buddy read that I remember, if there is somebody out there that I have agreed to buddy read in May, let me know. It was totally not intentional. I forgot a buddy read last month. We're having to push it later. My brain, y'all. I should really write these down. I really should, but I've been lazy, so I'm going to get on it. I'm going to be better. I am buddy reading The Martian by Andy Weir with Amanda and Tammy, and we all loved Project Hail Mary, and I'm pretty sure I've seen The Martian years ago. I don't remember hardly anything about it. I just know it's on Mars. That's about it. So my memory, y'all, it's so bad. But I would like to read more of Andy Weir's works, and that one's really popular. It has a movie, so the three of us are going to buddy read that because, well, partly because I got a Amazon Music trial thingy, and you can do one Audible book a month. So I was like, hey girls, now's the time if you're interested still. So I'm really excited. The audiobook you can only get it through Audible. It's an Amazon exclusive. Those are all the ones that I really need to get to. So let's pick from my TBR jar, see what we get. This is the fun part. I love this. And I love watching TBR videos. They're just so fun. Okay, here's what I picked. Ooh, I'm a little bit too close. All right, here's this way. So, a mood read by Lucy. Okay. I think I know. Hold on. This is not particularly exciting if you saw my last month's TBR because this was on there and I just didn't get to it. But here it is again. I am always in the mood to read Mary Meekum. She's my favorite fairy tale retelling author. I need to read this one because this is book 4 in the series, Escaping Pirates. And book 5 is coming out, I think in May. It could be June, but I need to read this one before I get to the new one. I think I'm going to do 3 picks from the jar. Maybe 4 if I feel like it, depending on what we get. Minimum 3. So at least 2 more, and we'll see what we get. So, ooh. One of them felt weird, like extra chunky, but I dropped it, so pick something else. All right, putting that down. No, of course it's not right set up. Okay. Blue cover from Reese. Blue is my favorite color, so yay. Editing Taylor here. So I did show a whole stack of blue cover books. I went through all the different options, and the hubs called me at the very tail end of that clip, and because I answered, it erased the whole clip. And I had no idea until I was compiling these clips together to make this video complete. So you do see me going through them in this next clip after this one, but not as in-depth as I had before. So I'm really sorry about that. And now I know for later. The hubs called in between that. So anyways, last blue book, Awakened by Rosanna M. White. This is, I believe, a Little Mermaid retelling story inspired by something or other. Mermaids, y'all. Mermaids. I am probably gonna save this for the Mermaid Readathon that I think is happening in July. I think it's in July. So I will put a hold on that one, but I just had to show my pretty blue cover books. So what one am I going to pick? All right, so I don't think Nova is the time. The Hidden Prince, no. I just think that I probably need to pick something that has an audiobook that helps me read more, which I don't think that one has an audiobook. If it does, somebody let me know. The Scarlet Star, if that has an audiobook. And so I'm left with Color and A Light on the Hill. Both of these are starts of series. But these are kind of more standalone series. And I am at this point in the Bible, so I think I'm going to go with A Light on the Hill. And this was a gift, too, from Tammy. So I will utilize my gift and put it in the stack. Last pick from the jar. I think I have one. It's tiny. Okay. See what it says. So, am I going to put it the right way? No, it's never the right side up. Okay, what does it say? Two-word title by Mercy and Grace Reads. So two-word title. Had one-word title last month, I think. Yeah, two-word title this month. How linear. Okay. Two-word title. Hold, please. Okay, so I was kind of already thinking about this book, but I was hesitant because I knew I would already be reading An Echo in the Darkness, which is a chunky book for me and emotionally heavy, most likely. And 4 buddy reads, plus multiple books on my TBR. Am I pushing myself too much? Probably, but we're here for it. I love a good challenge, so we'll see if this actually happens, but I'd already been thinking about it because Sarah has her classics challenge, and what more motivation do I need than a challenge to read classics? Because classics are not a genre that I typically gravitate to. And I have had this on my TBR for years. I actually did a tag once where I think it was, why haven't I read this book or these books yet? And this one was on there. I feel like everybody and their brother has read this, and their sister, because I don't think many men read this. But anyways, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Isn't this edition so pretty? This is one of those like interactive ones where you can like pop out the letters and stuff and get immersed in the story. So if I was ever going to read it, it would have to be something like this edition. And this was a lovely gift from Kat. So thank you, Kat. I'm finally, hopefully, going to be able to read it. I had suggested in the Christian booktube Discord chat thing with other Christian booktubers if anybody would be interested in doing a read-along, kind of like what I did for Seeking Persephone last month. I really enjoyed reading a book at our own pace at some point throughout the month. And then we are going to be watching the film adaptation later this month that I'm filming this. So I threw out the idea of doing a read-along and watch-along for Little Women. And I have potentially a few takers that might be interested, but I want to open it up to y'all. If you're interested in joining that Discord, let me know. I can add you. But let's do this together. Let's encourage each other to read a classic, especially if classics aren't typically your thing. So yeah, that was a perfect pick, a 2-word title. You know, last month for April TBR, it pushed me to read A Voice in the Wind. So this is good. This is good that my TBR jar is making me read books that I have been shying away from for one reason or another, getting books off my shelf. I love it. So that's my TBR. Let's do a recap. Here is my physical TBR stack. So a classic, a rip your heart out Christian fiction, a biblical Christian fiction, a clean fairy tale retelling, a motherhood themed Bible study, and then not physically, a Christian nonfiction, a regency romance, I think it is, and a secular sci-fi. So that is quite a nice spread, actually. I'm quite pleased with my list for May. I may or may not deviate from it. Who knows? But that's my plans. Let me know if you are reading anything exciting in May, and if not, leave me a sunshine emoji. I love the sun. We're getting closer to summer, and I love it. So hope you have a blessed day, y'all. Bye.